Hey folks, Ira here. Hope you've had a great Thursday. Thanks for tuning in for the Earthquake Report. Today is March the 17th, 2016. And guess what? Today is not only St. Patrick's Day, but it is also known as Submarine Day. Yep. Before we discuss today's events, let's quickly review yesterday's. We experienced nearly 220 earthquakes yesterday. We saw 5 fall within the magnitude 5 category. Southeast Asia, Care of the Philippines was struck with a 5.6, a 5.2 shook Chile, and the South Sandwich Islands was shaken by a 5.1. Indonesia saw a 4.9, as did the Central East Pacific Rise. Miyako, Japan, also experienced a 4.9. The Strait of Gibraltar experienced yet another earthquake as well. This time around, it was a 4.7. Focusing our attention solely on North America, we see that California did see a slight increase in activity over Tuesday. Not by much though. In total, the state experienced only 88 earthquakes. We saw some interesting areas see movement though. Olancha with a 2.8, Fillmore with a 2.4, Bodfish saw a 2.4 as well, and Calipatria was shaken by a 2.1. Little Lake with a 2.0, and finally, Mendota with a 2.0. Oregon remained quiet with only 1 earthquake, and Washington was shaken by 8 in total. The most intense there was only a 1.3 in Gold Bar. Oklahoma saw increased activity over Tuesday as well. In fact, 14 struck the state, with Medford and Cherokee both experiencing a 3.0. Now, let's shift gears and review today's activities. We have only experienced 159 earthquakes so far today. The strongest was only a 5.0 which hit Indonesia. This actually falls right in line with our forecast model we made available on Tuesday. Interesting. Anyways, we saw a series of earthquakes fall within the magnitude 4 range. In fact, a 4.7 that hit Yamata, Japan. Our neighbors to the south experienced a 4.7 as well in Mexico. And if we move across the Pacific, we'll see that Papua New Guinea experienced a 4.7. Finally, China, care of Kangding, experienced a 4.6. Taking a look at the states, we'll see that California remains incredibly quiet. In fact, we have seen only 65 earthquakes today. 65. That is wild. Anza experienced 6, with the strongest being a 1.7. Bodfish continues to experience movement. The strongest there was a 1.9. And we saw a few earthquakes in the usual places like Mammoth Lakes and the Geysers. The strongest earthquake to hit the state today was a 2.7. We also saw movement in and around Yellowstone today. In fact, earthquakes struck Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. 6 were altogether experienced, with the most intense being a 1.9. Fairview, Oklahoma experienced 6 as well today. In fact, the 10th most powerful earthquake today struck Cherokee. This was a 3.3. Finally, let's review the forecast model real quick. Per our model, we stand a good chance of experiencing a 6.1 within the next day and a half. If this actually comes to fruition, you will have to reach out to me. Commenting below will certainly do. I will get the message. And speaking of commenting, before we wrap things up, I would like to take a moment to say hi and thanks to Sandy, Mr. Dean, and Mr. Ben. You guys are great, and I have really enjoyed talking with you. True story. And that is it for the Earthquake Report. If you experienced an earthquake today, or if you would like to chat about our forecast or anything else, please post down below. We would like to hear from you. Make certain to like and subscribe, share if you feel inclined. Also, if you like the social media thing, you can link to us via the standard allotted social sites in the description. We'll end this report with a video feed from our favorite star. Have a great night, guys. Hoorah!